lecture on the basic statistical description. So in this case, in the previous two lectures we have seen mode and median and concluded why those are not the basic desirable properties. They don't cover all the four desirable properties, right? So of course, once again reiterating that if any statistical property does not cover all these four property, right, it is not desirable, but that does not mean it is useless, right? So finally now we come at the mean. Mean everybody knows, so probably this lecture will be short only, right? So for example, now let us consider mean is nothing but the average. Mean and average are used interchangeably. So just let me take few observations. So some of the data is repeated here. 4, 5, 2. So we have So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope I have done it right. So we have 2 5s and 4 4s. Okay. And 3 2s. Okay, so in this data we have 4 5 4 5 2 2 4 2 4. As you can see, the list is unsorted, right? So when I consider the mean of this, it is 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 and divide by, so let me write mean here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This makes it 9 13 18 20 22 26 28 32, right? 32 by 9, 9 3s are 27 and we have 50, 9 6, 9 5s are 45, again 50, something like this. Okay, let us round it off to 3.56, right? So mean, I think it's a class 4 mathematics that we all do. So now let us see whether mean satisfies all the properties that are desirable for a descriptive statistic, right? So first it should be a single value, right? Mean is a single value, right? So mean satisfies this property because any numbers that you take, mean will always result in a single value. Should be algebraic tractable. Now you can see in mean you do not need any kind of logical operation. Whether this list is sorted, unsorted, arranged, rearranged, the summation of all the elements will always be the same, right? So I can produce the mean to be algebraic. Third, should consider each and every observed value. So you can see mean takes in account all the values of the given data set. So mean is again, it considers every observable value. Fourth is should consider frequency of observed value. So I will just show you an example what does frequency mean. So in this case you have 4, 5 and 2 as unique values. Let me write here unique values 2, 4 and 5. And let me write the frequencies here. How many times 2 is appearing? 1, 2, 3. How many times 4 is appearing? 1, 2, 3 and 4. How many times 5 appears? 1, 2. Right? So we have 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we do not miss anything. Now if you see, I know the number 2 appears 3 times. So let us do a multiplication. 2 into 3 is 6. 4 into 4 is 16. 5 into 2 is 10. Right? Now when I do the summation, 26 plus 6 is 32. Which is same as this particular value. Right? So in this case, even if you consider the frequency of the elements, you are able to basically compute mean correctly. Right? So for example, in the first case, if I wanted to calculate the average of this particular observation, I could do 0 into 1 plus 1 into 7. So 0 into 1 plus 1 into 7 plus 2 into 10 plus 3 into 6 divided by 25. So this is 0, this is 7, this is 20 and this is 18. So this becomes 18 plus 20 is 38 plus 7 is 45. 45 by 25. So 5 9s up and 5 5s up. So this becomes 1.8. Right? So even if I have a frequency distribution or a relative frequency distribution or a simple observation, I can still compute the mean. So now you can see that mean satisfies all the good properties, all the four properties of a descriptive statistic. And now I hope now you understand why we consider mean so much. Right? Intuitively also, if you see in your normal day-to-day life, right? For example, if I ask you, okay, I want to go from here to the airport, what is the time that I take? Right? So the times can be the best case. Best case means you encounter no signals on the way, there is no traffic jam, there is no obstruction, no construction going on. So let's say that may be the 35 minutes. And let's say what is the worst case time? Assume like a worst case, some construction work is going on, or some accident has happened, a fatal accident has happened, that two trucks have collided and all. So you can say, okay, the worst case maybe let's say 3 hours. And there is something known as the average case. Average case means, okay, you will meet some signals on the way. If there are 4 signals, there will be at least 2 that you will receive a red signal there. So you can say, okay, average time is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Right? Now if you see this average time, we usually consider the average time when we do our calculations in our life. So mean or average, both are used interchangeably. Statisticians use mean a lot, right? So mean gives you an inherent computation or an intuition about the data. Another thing to observe is that given a set of data, so let's say I do not say you anything about any data. I just say ki, okay, you have some values 4, 5, 6, 1, 2 and 10. Okay, give me something that you can see in this data. So what all you can give? Okay, you can say one thing is range. You can say range is between 1 to 10, right? You can say mean. Mean is 9 plus 6, 15, 16, 18, 28. 28 by 6, which is 4.6, right? So if you see the range is again consisting of two numbers, right? So not a single value. So range goes off, but again average gives you a single value, right? So if I say you what is the next expected number in this list that you are expecting, so you may say it should be roughly between 4.6 or it should be near to 4.6. That again is a vague assumption, but at the least average gives you some indication about the data. Again, as I said, even though mean satisfies all the four criteria, it is still not the best criteria in all the cases. I will show you an example that how mean can fail and how median can help us at times. Right? Let us take the data which is, I will say data set 1 consisting of 1, 4, 6, 10 and 100. Right? So let us calculate the mean for this particular data set. So this will be mean will be 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay, let us give this as 5 for easier calculation. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20 and 120. So the summation is 120 and the count is 5 because I have 5 values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the mean? 5 2s are 10, 20 is this. So mean is 24. Right? So if you see 24 basically lies somewhere here. Right? 24 will come after 10 and less than 20. So you see the number of values on the left hand side are relatively more. There are 4 numbers to the left of mean and there is only 1 number to the right of mean. Now why does this happen? This happens because this 100 is far more greater than the other values in the data set, and this value impacts the calculation of the mean. Now if you see data set, same data set, so this is for the mean, and now let us calculate something the same for the median. So what happens? 1, 4, 5, 10 and 100. So how many values are there here? 5. 5 is an odd number, so best case 5 plus 1 by 2 is 3, right? So basically the third value will be the median. So in this case, if you see, when I get 5, I have exactly 2 values on the left hand side, I have exactly 2 values on the right hand side. And the good thing about mean is about median is, now let us say add one more value here. Let us add 200 here, and let us add 200 here also. I am adding the same value in both the cases. When I add 200 here, this value will become 200 more, and the number of elements will be 6. So this becomes 200, this becomes 320 by 6, right? 320 by 6, which is equal to 6 5 are 30 and 6 3s are 18, 20, right? 53.3. So you can see in the previous case, on addition of 200, the average basically increased from 24 to 53.3. But in case of median, now we have even number of values. So we have two intermediate medians, 5 and 10. Intermediate median is not the right word, we can say intermediate values. And then we take the average of 5 and 10, which is nothing but 7.5, right? So you can see 7.5 lies exactly in between these two, right? Still having 3 values on the left and 3 values on the right. The previous mean was 5. So on addition of 200 as largest value of the group, the median increased from 5 to 7.5, but the average increased more than double, 24 to 53.3. So even though median may not be a good descriptive property in terms of the flow properties, but it is still very useful, right? So please never disregard median, right? It helps you to often locate the outliers also. So that's it for this lecture class. Have a good day.